Learning a new song can be a lot of fun, but equally frustrating. So, the next time that you do learn a song, I recommend doing three things. Number one is give yourself time to learn that song, that piece, that solo, whatever it may be. Number two is to isolate areas within the song that need more time to practice, but while not overlooking the areas that may come more natural to you. And the third thing, which is arguably the most important in my opinion, is to take a step back from the song if you're feeling frustrated. Hello, my name is Bryce, and I primarily play guitar as a hobby, but I've covered a song on YouTube, Tech It by Kafune, and I've been working on a couple of other songs as well, and just making pieces with friends, and I've noticed some common themes while learning all of these different pieces and songs, and I wanted to share some advice with you. So let's start out with the first one. Give yourself time to learn the song. One of my biggest mistakes that I did this challenge in October of 2023 on my Instagram account where I told myself, I'm going to set a goal on Sunday, and then by that following Friday, I had to meet the goal and then follow up confirming that. And for one of the weeks, I had to learn the intro to Sweet Child of Mine by Guns N' Roses because I've been playing guitar for many years, never learned the intro. And to me, I was like, oh, this is going to be no problem at all. It sounds super simple to play, but my fingers weren't used to moving like that. So it took me a lot of time to learn how to do it, more time than I gave myself actually to learn how to do it. So the end result was pretty bad, in my opinion. It was very stiff, and I missed a couple of notes, and I was a little off rhythm. And the biggest thing that I learned from that is I shouldn't set myself a deadline if I don't have to, because I'm not performing live, so it's not like I needed to learn that piece by a specific time. So be patient with yourself and give yourself time to learn the piece, especially if you're not used to picking a certain way, or if it's a technique that you don't understand, or maybe you're not as experienced in playing it, or maybe it's like your fretting hand, your fingers aren't used to moving a certain way. Give yourself time to learn how to play the song. The second piece of advice is to isolate parts of the song that you feel need more time and attention, but while not overlooking the parts that may come more natural to you. So let me paint this picture for you. You're playing a piece, and then you like, oh, I know how to play this part. That's so easy. And so you kind of switch your brain off, and then you realize you play the wrong chord at the wrong time, and especially if you're recording. Or the worst feeling is when you're recording and then you're doing a take and it's going so well, and then you get to the last note and then you play the wrong note, or you play the wrong chord, or you play it off rhythm or whatever, and it's like, I can't believe I just fumbled that. And that happened to me when I was recording Tech It by Kafune. That happened to me a few times. Towards the end of the song, it was just chords and a strumming pattern, and I focused a lot of my efforts towards learning the intro and the chorus, and then I would just kind of switch my brain off and then play the wrong chord, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I have to re-record, or I have to make sure I land on this chord, which isn't the same as the other three chords that you're playing towards the end of the song. And it was just a lot. So yes, isolate the areas where you feel like you need more improvement, but don't overlook the areas that may come more natural to you. And the last piece of advice, which to me is the most important, is to stop practicing if you are feeling frustrated. We've all been there, and we tell ourselves, I should be able to play this, or I know I can play this. Or maybe you've played it once, but you're trying to get like maybe 3 takes in a row, super consistent, and maybe on your third take it's just not quite there yet, and so you start getting frustrated. And when you get frustrated, I feel like you're more prone to make mistakes. So I recommend just, especially, leave the room if you can. Just put your instrument down, leave the room, use a bathroom, go outside for some fresh air if you can. Just kind of detach yourself from it, and just calm down, and it's okay. You just come back to it a little bit later and keep on going with it, because there's no point in just getting frustrated and then just continue to make more mistakes and then get more frustrated, and that cycle is just going to continue and continue. Just disconnect from it, take a quick break, and come back to it. So these were some of the common themes that I noticed while learning new pieces, new songs, and I just wanted to share that with you. Give yourself time to learn the piece. Isolate areas that you feel need more improvement, but don't overlook the areas that may come more natural to you, and give yourself a break if you need it. Thank you so much for watching this video, and until next time, stay cool like a cloud and have a great day.